Hello everyone, welcome back to Vinny's Lab. Today we're gonna be working on this high-resolution timer and counter from Philips, the model PM6672. I bought this instrument on an auction like 2 months ago, and it have been waiting here, standing for a full restoration. So today we're gonna be replacing the caps, putting this instrument to be fully operational, doing some painting jobs because the instrument, needs some love. So see you on the bench to dig it right into it. So let's remove this cover and have a look into inside. I have to say that I already opened the instrument and did some changes, so you're gonna have a look now. So first I'm gonna remove this frame, and here is the first thing that I wanna address regarding the appearance of the instrument. As you can see, this frame, it's basically broken. I already glued it other day here, but I wanna paint this with silver paint, so at least it's gonna look bit nicer. Ideally we should print this as a new part, but this is gonna be a project for the future. So as you can see, the outer cover is not looking as nice as I would like to, so I already got brown paint, and we're gonna paint these covers again. But let's focus on the electronics for now. So here, as you can see, let me just move now the instrument, better position. I hope that you are enjoying the new camera. So I'm working on a totally new setup here. I hope that the video quality is much more improved now. So here we have the instrument. And you can see that it's very shiny because this instrument was full of oxidations. So I got some contact clean, and I basically gave a bath of contact cleaner, especially here on the potentiometers that are very soft, and they were stuck basically on their position. So I gave like a lot of injections of contact cleaner and basically solved it. All the buttons are working very well fine now. As you can see here, this is the ovenized oscillator, and this was a big win for me actually, because this is the cover for the oscillator, and this is the most precise oscillator that Philips provided with this instrument originally. So this is an optional for this instrument, and this is the most stable. So I'm very happy that I got this instrument with this optional. Anyways, the oscillator is open because the first time that I turned on this instrument, basically I already saw smoke, and in the end it was a tantalum capacitor here inside the oscillator. So I replaced this capacitor. Sorry, I didn't replace because I didn't have one. I removed the capacitor, and then I tested the instrument, and the instrument actually is working fine. I also had some electrolytic capacitors, so there are 3 407 microfarads here, and there are here in the front there are more 2 407. They are 10 volts each one of these capacitors, so I had here in hand and I already replaced them. So today I received the remaining of the capacitors, these big ones here, and all the tantalum. So first we're gonna be replacing all the caps. Okay guys, so it's painting time. So I have here the 2 covers for the instrument, and I'm gonna start with a primer. I already cleaned the parts with isopropyl alcohol to remove any kind of grease, oil, and so let's start it. I think I'm gonna hold on because yeah, the inner part is not so critical because basically we don't have scratch in the inner part. We shouldn't, right? So yeah, let's oops. Okay, so just this side that needs a little bit more. Ah, fuck. Yeah, exactly. There's a hair here, so now I need to fix this, and it's gonna give much more work. But so perfect. While the covers are in the oven drying, I'm gonna be applying some primer on those frames as well. So let's do it and not drop this time. Okay guys, so this is the next day, and yeah, I had some issues here. First, speaking about the bottom surface, kinda it's okay. Like the paint was okay, but like the primer surface finish is not like what I would like to. But the real problem is, so this if I just paint with the chocolate color, I think would be okay. But the real problem was here. This surface that we already had some cracks on the paint just starts to peeling off after I applied the primer. So I try to sand it and to apply the brown color afterwards and just start to peeling more. So I got a knife and tried to scratch a little bit, and and easily it peeled. So what I did was I went quickly to the hardware store and I got some paint remover, and we're gonna remove all the paint from these two parts and we're gonna start from scratch, okay? And I got also a primer for aluminum. So let's move on it. Hey guys, so this is another day, and as you can see the parts are clean now. It was a lot of work to remove all the old paint, so now I got a new primer here, and we're gonna be applying this new primer that is suitable for aluminum, so I expect that the adhesion is gonna be very good. So here we have the instrument with all the capacitors replaced. As you can see, we have yellow capacitor now instead of orange ones. So fully replacement for all the caps. And now it's time to close the instrument. And now you can see the result. So I think it went pretty nice. And let's close it. And as you can see, the instrument is already running from my spectrum analyzer here, reference clock. My spectrum analyzer is old, this instrument is old as well. So as you can see in the display, the measurement is not so precisely. So here I have the measurement time. So if I increase here, we increase the resolution, and as I go further and further, you're gonna see that we have a deviation here. So I don't know if this instrument is deviating, if the spectral analyzer is deviating, probably both of them. I'm gonna need a reference plot to calibrate this instrument. But I think for now it went pretty well. I can already start to do some rough measurements with this instrument. The only thing that for me, despite the calibration that is necessary, is something that will need to be addressed in the future is a new frame for the front plate here. As you can see, I try to paint this. The plastic was very dry, and yeah, so it sucked a lot of paint. So on some points there are some excesses, and here on this point it looks like it's missing paint, but I applied a lot of paint, and yeah, so this was the best that I could do right now. And this part is basically cracked and fully dry. So in the future, when I have some time, I'm gonna draw this on Inventor, and then we're gonna 3D print a new part for it, and then we're gonna do a nice paint job. But for now, I'm pretty happy how this instrument went with the fully replacement of the capacitors. Now we have a reliable instrument that I can actually start using for measurements. So guys, if you like this content, please give your thumbs up. And if you wanna watch things like this in the future, please consider to subscribe. So, and I see you next time.